All right, today is National Signing Day. Most of LSU's 23 commits to the class of 2020 will be signing their letters of intent for the Tigers. Three of the biggest names to monitor for LSU are all top 150 prospects, and each have their decision lined up on ESPN's national coverage. Marcus Dumervil, big left tackle out of St. Thomas out of South Florida, is scheduled to make his announcement at 11:05 this morning. Phillip Webb out of Lanier High School, noon Central Standard Time. Jordan Burch, number one defensive end in the country out of South Carolina, going to make his announcement at 2:30. LSU been trending in the right direction for Jordan Burch. Yesterday, Coach Orgeron jumped on his radio show on Eagle 98.1, had his weekly radio show, and talked about the last couple of weeks for the Tigers and where the program is right now heading into the playoffs.
I'm so proud of all the things that our team has accomplished so far, but we're not done yet, obviously. Proud of our football team and their character and the way they handled themselves in the awards show, the way we played in Atlanta. Our guys have done this whole thing with class. It's about our football team, and it's always going to be about our team, one heartbeat.
More from Orgeron last night as Joe Burrow was on the awards circuit. He was there with him as Coach O picked up a couple of National Coaches of the Years along with SEC Coach of the Year.
What a great night. Great night for Joe and his family. I thought he handled himself in first class. He's one of the elite players in the country, obviously the best player in the country, one of the top players in LSU history, and just a great leader of our football team.
LSU head coach Ed Orgeron was named the AP Coach of the Year on Tuesday. Orgeron received 33 of the 56 first-place votes from the top 25 poll voters and a total of 130 for the award presented by Regions Bank. LSU basketball with semester now over, the semester exams now over. The LSU basketball team begins a tough stretch of 3 games that begins tonight at the PMAC. East Tennessee State will be in town to take on LSU. 6 o'clock tip-off as the Tigers take on East Tennessee State tonight. You can hear that on Eagle 98.1. They'll host East Tennessee State tonight. They'll travel to Los Angeles to play USC on Saturday, then host Liberty on December 29th.
Wait, so who are they playing tonight?
ETSU.
I
wasn't going to say it again.
I thought I could.
Wasn't going to fall in the trap there, Big Bear. ETSU in town tonight.
ETSU, let's go. PMAC, baby. I'm excited to talk to Wade about, kind of starting to look forward to conference play here. We are getting very close.
8 a.m. this morning. We are Will Waden on a Wednesday.
Always.
New Orleans Saints Pro Bowlers last night. Drew Brees is in. Cam Jordan's in. Mike Thomas led all wide receiver votes. He's in. Teron Armstead is in. Marshawn Lattimore. Will Lutz.
Well-deserved. First time.
Yes, indeed. And Deontay Harris.
How about that?
Undrafted free agent out of Assumption College.
Yeah, what's the stat on the sheet there? For sixth rookie since 1967 to make the Pro Bowl. I believe 6 undrafted rookie. Excuse me. Only the 6th time that an undrafted rookie has made the Pro Bowl since 67.
Nice pull right there. Yeah. Harris is the 6th undrafted rookie to make the Pro Bowl during the common draft era since 1967. The Saints have a total of 11 alternates, so maybe some of the snubs like linebacker DeMario Davis, Ryan Ramczyk.
Ramczyk's number one. I mean, he was All-Pro last year and didn't make the Pro Bowl. Imagine that. You're voted as All-Pro, which is even a higher honor and harder to do than the Pro Bowl, and my man still can't get the Pro Bowl votes. It's crazy.
Saints take on the Titans Sunday at noon in Tennessee. Brooklyn Nets beat New Orleans Pelicans 108-101.
Yeah, well, guess what? There was a bad call at the end of the game that cost him, okay? They didn't call shot clock violation, Jordy.
Beat him in overtime last night. Forward Zion Williamson returned to full weight-bearing exercises, but team executive vice president David Griffin isn't ready to set a return date yet.
He said he's a ways away. So
Pelicans lost their franchise record 13th straight game last night. They're back on the court tonight, back-to-back in Minnesota. There were reports that Drew Holiday was on the trade block and that New Orleans was going to deal him. Jennifer Hale had an exclusive with David Griffin during the game on Tuesday night, and Griffin said, so this is funny. The irony is that this is pretty funny. I was with Drew yesterday. We had a conversation. I explained exactly what I just said to you all about December 15th. I said I can write it down in blood that there will be a story that we should trade you or are trying to trade you. It just so happened that it came out the very next day, so we actually laughed about it.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, yes, whatever. I'll take David Griffin at his word. I mean, why would he trade his MVP candidate?
We're not bowing down.
That hasn't worked out necessarily.
That's why.
But okay. The only interesting thing about that story is like, what if I offered to trade Nathan? I got denied, and so the next day I show up to Nathan. I'm like, look, man, you're gonna hear that I was trying to trade you. That's a lie, okay? And then, the next day it comes out, lo and behold, I told you this was going to happen. It's a little interesting there, the timing is.
And then the team that was interested in Nathan calls back and says, you know what, we'll give you another first-round pick. And you say, yay, Nathan. Look, man, so we're going to trade you.
Things change.
Sorry about that.
Things change. No, look, man, I don't know. This is just a utterly, bitterly disappointing year for the Pels. But I guess, it's not all bad given that. Another top pick. You're already looking forward to next year. You're only watching this year. Me and Brody actually. I asked. So Brody Miller is a 76ers fan. So I asked him. I was like, "Teach me the process. Like, how do I enjoy a year like this when I know we are actively trying to be garbage?"
Start watching Theo Wiseman.
Well, he kind of. Wait, who's Theo Wiseman?
The big guy at Memphis.
Oh, okay. And then he also said, like, if you're really into it, this is kind of fun. You see who works, who doesn't. Who maybe gets brought over in the new regime, who gets left behind. But, man, I know this is not a very talented team, but 6-22, 13 losses in a row, the roster's not that bad.
All right, Arik Gilbert was named the Gatorade National Player of the Year. He's going to stop by in 20 minutes as we'll talk to him. Was that muted?
Didn't seem like it.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Something's happened. Okay.
Oh, okay. Just loud.
Nathan from the trading
Jeez.
block with National News. What's
You'll
up,
chill.
Nathan?
Yeah, thank you guys for trading me to AFR. Jerks.
Sorry.